What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. Test, test, test. Let me see how this mic sounding too. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, mic sounds good. We are live. We are live. All right, let's cancel out that echo. All right, London session started. It's going to be a few charts we're going to be looking at. Got a couple news events today as well. We're going to wait for some people to hop in before we break all that down, though. What's going on, y'all? Looks like a decent stop loss there. So we're watching gold. We're going to be watching NAS. We're going to be watching oil. We're going to be looking at the currency pairs too. If I'm not mistaken, we got GBP news in like an hour. Yeah, we got a governor speaking in about an hour. So that's usually an hour and things pick up anyways. So we're going to see what happens with the GBP pairs. Might not see anything happen until that news event pops off. When y'all hop in, let me know how the mic sound too, y'all. Whoops. They'll just join the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. We have not entered anything yet. Didn't take any trades last night. Some decent stop loss. We could put a little bit lower. I'm going to leave it right there. We're going to be watching NAS. We're going to be watching gold. We're going to be watching oil. We're going to be watching the currency pairs too. We got GBP news in an hour. And of course, we got USD news at 8:30, 8:15, I believe. We're going to write some trade ideas up because I like how a few of these setups are looking. Yeah, we're going to see if NAS can hold this level. We're going to wait for the next 15. New 5-minute just started. I like how oil is looking too. Just did a retest for us too. So we're going to see what this next 15, next 30 minutes looks like. GJ's doing a retest also. We're going to look at the euro pairs too. Let's go ahead and pull those up. Then we'll set some alerts for these. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring this down to right here. By the way, if y'all haven't voted, y'all still got time to vote. Wasn't a lot of votes. I'm just going to drop, if it's still going to be even, if you go to the community tab, I dropped a poll like a day or two for y'all to vote for this week's video. Only got a couple votes, so if it stays even, I'm just going to pick whatever. But I try to get y'all to interact, try to make some content y'all want to see. But if it's even, then it's just me flipping the corner, just recording whatever video I want. So if y'all want a specific video this week or this weekend, make sure you go to the community tab and place your vote. There is still time. But I'll probably dropping that either today or tomorrow. Right now, I'm just marking out some key price levels. Getting my charts ready for London session going into New York. That's all we doing right now. So I'll put an alert for right here. Create. Then we're going to get rid of this alert. All right, cool. Got a couple minutes to the next 15. Right now, I'm just going through all the charts, see what the game plan is going to be. Yeah, EJ is still a mess, so we're just going to leave EJ alone. That thing's still disgusting looking. Interesting. Had this trade idea. Price still chilling right here. So it's interesting what GU is going to do. We could have saw a reversal. It broke the highs here, but then it rejected this level, dropped down. So it holds this level of support. This could just be a lower high going into, a higher low going into a higher high. But if it breaks back below this level, we could see the downtrend come back into play. Matter of fact, let's pull gold back up and see what gold's up to. Because I have a buy setup if it can break and hold above this level. We do got this big imbalance here. Yeah, so we're watching gold right now. Let's see what the next 15 looks like for gold. Then we're watching oil, looking at a possible sell setup for oil. If it can hold this level, it's pushing back up on it right now. Then we're looking at a possible buy setup for NAS also. So I'm just going to put an alert back on this one. What's going on, y'all? Up too. All right, so it did not hit that level, so I don't know why it's alerting. Did not hit that level. I don't know why that alert went off. Oh well. Those I was in yesterday's live stream was talking about seeing if US30 could break this level. Still treating this level as resistance, drop down, but still holding this level of support. So it could try to reattempt to break that level today, possibly making a higher high. Because now we're just in this box right here. Our price hasn't broken below and closed. Price hasn't broken above and closed. It's kind of just staying right here. But we go to the bigger scale of things. We was bearish, but we broke the highs to the lower high to the left, but we're still holding as low as resistance. So we could see the bearish momentum come back into play if price breaks back below 33, like 290, 33, 280. Then we can see possible sell setup. So if it doesn't break below this level, I'm still looking for buys. But if it breaks above like 33, 890, 33, 900, we can look for buys as well. But I like how NAS is looking a lot better. Then we're going to daily on NAS. We see a double bottom reversal. We're kind of right back to when we was going for buys beforehand because we was riding this whole wave up. Then we caught this downtrend down. Then we caught the reversal. Price failed twice to make a higher high. Caught those sells down. Then we caught the buys back up. So we're about to see if we're going to come back to this resistance level here. If we can break this resistance level, we can see possible buys again and the other trend to come back into play. Because again, when we zoom out far, we can see this support level right here. Price has really been respecting. Right on the way up, it was treating this level of support. We caught those buys up, and then even on the downtrend down, price came to this level, rejected. Saw the reversal, and then even again when we caught those sells down like 2 weeks ago, last month, 2-3 weeks ago, Price hit the same exact level, did a double bottom, and reversed back up. So it's showing time and time again, 3 major times, that price does not want to hold below that level. So we're going to see if we're going to take these highs out to the left. If not today, probably next week. But if we can hold this level and stay above like 15,240, 15,250, we can look for buys here as well. So that's what we're looking at right now. New 15 did just start. We're going to see if we can hold this level. It's doing a retest right now. Don't just join the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link. You can check it out for yourselves. We're going to pull it up in a little bit as well. Gold looks like it's trying to hold this level right here. Let me know how the mic sound while y'all hop in here too. I'm going to catch up to the chat in a second. What's going on, all team? First one in here again. What's going on, Richie? All right, nice, good. Okay, good. Actually, just cut out. No sound. Let me pull it up. Let me know if it's still no sound, but I'm going to pull it up on my end and see how it's sounding. Test, test, test. Let me pull it up. I hear it on my end, so try to refresh the stream. I'm about to refresh it too to see if it's still bugging out. But if you refresh it and it's still sounds still acting up, let me know. I forgot to vote. I'll do it right now. Love any video though. Appreciate the gems. I appreciate that, J-Rod. Okay, sounds great. Okay. Yeah, sometimes at the beginning it'll be bugging out though. But if it acts out during the stream, just let me know and I can fix it. Yeah, but go ahead and vote. There's 2 options this time around. I think I did a trade breakdown or trading psychology. We did do a trade breakdown last week as well, but again, you can learn something for every trade breakdown. And then we did have some interesting trades taken this week and last week as well. Members, though, if y'all look at the live stream from, I think it was Wednesday's live stream, we was talking about oil. Those that was in the live stream, you know what I'm talking about. But we was talking about, I forgot who was asking. Someone was asking about gaps. And it was talking about how gaps work. It was talking about how we can see oil come down here. Yesterday, before it hit this low, this was a red candlestick, made the lower low. Is retracing out, so we can hold this level as resistance. We can continue to look for sales. I don't really want it to break above and come back to this level. If it comes back to that level, then things can get a little bit tricky. But if we can hold underneath this level and treat this level as resistance, we're going to look for another sales setup. So right now, oil is retesting this level. We're about to wait and see if it can hold this level as resistance. If it can, we're going to look for another sales setup here. And we're going to see if gold's going to continue to hold this level as a support. If so, we can look for possible buy setup. I wanted to see gold do a little bit more action yesterday, but the charts didn't really do anything too crazy yesterday. We was looking for sales all last week, broke instead of making a lower low, actually did a lower high. Was attempting to try to take out the lows, but again, we still have the strong resistance low right here that we see yesterday. Price still hasn't broken, and we do got this big imbalance. So if we break 1888, 1890, depending on how we react up there, we could see a reversal. We're already seeing, even on the 4-hour time frame, like a small little uptrend going about. Right, we're going to 4-hour. We can clearly see, you know, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, a little double bottom, reversal come into play. So we're in the middle of a higher high. So we take out this low to the left, and especially we break this resistance level, we can still continue to look for buys. So I kind of like a buy setup right here. We're waiting to see how price reacts being above this level. We do have a new 5-minute that just started. Let's see what NAS is up to. NAS ended up rejecting that level. And it's going to be interesting to see how today goes. We do got some news events today. We got in about an hour. Well, not really about an hour. We got about 40 minutes. We got GBP news. Things might pick up after that. And then at 10 a.m., we got USD news. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. It wasn't a lot of news events this week. Next week, we got a little bit more red. I really wanted to see this week price kind of break out of the ranginess, but we didn't really get to see that this week. So we're going to just have to wait and see how next week goes. Again, we was bearish with GJ. We saw the reversal. That's when we went for buys. But again, we had this huge level of traffic to the left, which would made price a little bit choppy yesterday. Even the buy setup we took Tuesday and Wednesday was very choppy, low volume on those as well. And then we look at the other currency pairs like we've been talking about since last week. We've seen the reversal come up right now. So like with GA, what I want to see is price retrace back down so we can look for a buy. Or like I was talking about yesterday, I want to see price break this resistance level. But we see price kind of stayed exactly where it was at on yesterday's live stream. Right? Pushed up and then just chilled right here. Again, we're on the 15-minute time frame. There was no volume in these candlesticks. Like right here, this was like 2 o'clock, and the price just was dead. Did a quick little pump and it just chilled right here. So we're going to see what happens going into London session. Again, price might chill until the news event because, again, we do got a news in about 40 minutes. Which is why I'm kind of looking. That's why I kind of focus more on the indices in oil and gold lately instead of currency pairs because of this. Again, we had this range of consolidation. It was very choppy, caught some sells. Then we got very choppy. Now we're reversing back up. So especially we break this daily level here, we can see a reversal come back into play as well. And we can look for buys again possibly. I got a buy set up. I wanted to see a retrace last night, but it didn't really do anything. Did a little push up. Let's go ahead and get rid of this because we didn't take that. Did a push up during New York and then just chilled here all the way towards the second half of New York and all Tokyo session. Hit the top of the zone. Now it's rejecting. So I want to see it come back to this daily level where we can look for a buy setup. Or if it breaks above that level, we can look for possible buys as well. But I would much rather prefer it come down to here. And then we can look for a buy setup. But again, we're just waiting for volume and for price to retrace and hit our levels. So we're just chilling right now. Same thing here was nice and bearish, was catching those sells, came back to a strong support level, did a double bottom, reversed back up, took the lows out to the left. So now we can look for buys. Same thing, we want to see it either break above that level where we can look for buys or retrace back to the support level where we can look for buys. But yeah, we're going to be looking for buys on EN and GN as of right now. Possibly the AUD pairs as well. Gold still chilling right there. There you go. Looks like it's trying to hold this level. So we could look for some short-term buys. We're going to see how this candlestick closes. We're going to see if we can hold this level and see if we're going to see a retest because we go into 5 minute. I don't think we really see a retest even on the 5 minute. No, it just kind of broke that level. It's been chilling up here for the last 15. Is it good now? Okay, bet. Yeah, so we're just chilling right now. We're looking at oil. Wait and see if it can break back below this level. And we can look for a sell setup. And we're watching gold right now. NAS was looking at a buy setup. We zoom back in. We can see it's trying to push its way back up. So again, we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. It's still just chilling on this daily level right here. Strong wick pushing us back up. And then we just been chilling there for another 16 hours. I mean, another 12 hours. And then members, if you look at the time that I posted when NAS hit the top of the middle of the zone, look what happened after it hit the middle of the zone. Remember, I was saying we're going to see if we can break it. It literally hit the middle of the zone, and then what happened? That thing rejected, dropped down, and then what happened? Retraced, and then chilled right back here before market closed. Again, not a coincidence. It's not just random where price be just chilling at. They always be chilling, especially when there's no volume near these levels. Yeah, so we're going to see if we can hold this low as support. It's still chilling right here. Got a little wick on it. Got about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes until the next 15 starts. Yeah, I'm liking how gold's looking. So I'm about to write some trade ideas up. I like how gold's looking. Mm. Do 1872. Yeah, I think it's pushing now. I don't like how this is looking right here. Where we at right now? 1818. Give me 1 second, y'all. And like always, you guys want me to look at any charts, put them in the chat. Got any questions, drop them in the chat. I'm going to write some of these trade ideas up. I like how gold's looking. We're still watching the indices and oil as well. We gotta see if we can break 1890 right there. Price has been doing that lately. Like the last minute before the next 15 has been doing like a big push. I've been noticing that a lot lately during the loan recession streams, which is interesting. Oh wow, look at that. It did that literally, and we wasn't off this for that long either. Had that trade idea run. At least I knew it was going as projected. Would have been nice to jump in that though. So we're either going to wait for the retrace or we're just going to try to go for a round 2 here if we can break this level. Went for a buy on this yesterday. SL did get hit. We went over that in the free Telegram. Came back down to this daily support level. Now we see that big push up. So we're just going to put that trade idea right there because it's way too high for us to go for a buy on that right now. We're going to move this over. Oh, it's still above that daily level. I'm curious to see if GN is going to break through this resistance level right here. Oh, shit, my bad, y'all. I haven't fucked up the mic in a second. Well, I wasn't even the mic. I got my phone right next to the mic. So y'all had AirPods in. My bad. I woke y'all asses up. That thing's still chilling right there. SPX still chilling as well. While I was tripping, I was like, why does it look like it's underneath the yellow line, but it's not? I'm going to keep it on NAS. Well, oil's taking off, so we're going to leave it alone. I'm going to wait to see if it can come back down. Ian's still struggling to break this level. GBP pairs are moving a lot smoother than the Euro pairs. Yeah, I'm looking at GN. I'm very interested to see how it's going to react when it hits this level right here. And the level I'm talking about is this resistance level right here. Because we have this huge level of traffic that we blew right below. So it's going to be interesting. It's also where an imbalance is at. So it's going to be interesting to see if it's going to break that level and either reject back down or it's going to break that level, climb back up. Again, where we hit is a very strong level. So we're going to naked chart, right? Let's get rid of all these lines. Already got it marked up. Excuse me. Look at that. I already got it marked up. Look how that works. I'm going to drop it a little lower there. Right, and I break this down in my video. I think the video I'm talking about is like the back testing video. Right, if you're ever confused on why price did what it did or why price retraced or reversed or why wick did what it did, all you gotta do is just grab a horizontal line and put it where the level in question's at, right? And all you gotta do is once you do that, zoom out, and then the dots are going to start to get connected, right? So again, we had this huge push to the downside, lower high, and we had the double bottom, and now we see a reversal, right? Then we look right here, the same level where we had this reaction at was a strong resistance level in the past multiple times, a strong support level in the past multiple times. And we see here, each time price was hitting this level, we also saw harsh reactions, right? We saw price drop when it broke below that. Price came back to this level, rejected harshly, came back to this level, rejected harshly, used volume to break above. So it's very interesting, the things you find when you start to back test. And then we keep zooming out the same exact level. We're back in like 2018, 2014. But the thing I'm curious about is if it's going to break back above this level when it did so much work to blow below it. But at the same time, might not just want to break below this and go that low in value at the same time. Because again, these are real markets. They don't want price to always just decrease in value all the time. That's also why gold did what it did as well. Because again, gold for literally 2 weeks. I wanted to see a retest. This will still be a decent risk reward, but I wanted to see it retrace a little bit. But going back to gold, right? We go on the daily time frame. I want to see it retrace a little bit. Looks like I might not do that. That thing tanked for 2 weeks. So that thing was 2 weeks ago, September 25th, the end of September. Again, we're just like a week or two into October. Gold was worth $1,920. And then literally in 2 weeks, that thing dropped $100 in value. And then again, where price reacted to and shot back up at, we saw a similar reaction at the beginning of this year, Q1. We saw this in February, then the same thing in March. That's when the uptrend came, right? And then later on, towards the end of the year, the same exact level, price had a similar reaction to, right? Just like the support level right here. This was in August. The same level was being treated as resistance, Q1, beginning of February. The same exact level. All right, let's go on a naked chart so we can see things a little bit more clearly. All right, we're talking about this level right here. So this is August. This was February. The same exact level. We're all the way in March last year. Same exact level June 2 years ago. 3 years ago in August. The same level. This was all the way September 2011. This is stuff from other sessions and things like that. But again, it's just very interesting stuff you see when you start to back test. You really start to realize that there is no coincidences in the market and that price just follows a script and just does the same stuff over and over again. All right, and I think the video that I went over, let me try to find that video. All right, there's 2 videos where I go over this stuff in. So let me pull those up and drop them in the chat. Let me find them really quick. Those who joined the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. We're just breaking down the charts. Let me find these videos really quick. All right, so it's this video right here. Oh, it wasn't loud? Okay. It was loud on my end because, like, my phone literally just dropped. So as long as it wasn't loud for y'all, that's what matters. Simplest, how to read candlesticks video. And then it's going to be this video right here as well. Boom, boom, boom. Here it is. So make sure to check these 2 videos out, y'all. All right, so oil broke that level. So we're still looking for sells. As long as price holds as low as resistance, we're still looking for sells. I got alerts if price comes back to this level. I would ideally not want to see price retrace all the way that high. I'd like to see price make its way back down here. I do not want to see price go that high. Not if I'm being honest. But again, price going to do what it's going to do. But I'd much rather see it stay below. And stay underneath this level right here and treat this level as resistance again. And again, the reason I want to do that is just because it'll make it a lot easier to trade. That's all. But a quick trend is try to make its way back because just like yesterday, we traced up, right? And then later on in New York, went back down, did that move we was talking about. And if you didn't watch that video I dropped in the free channel yesterday, I recommend watching it because it went over like what went down yesterday, the trades we took yesterday, and a few other things. But we're about to go back onto, yeah, gold did not retrace. It is what it is, though. I wanted to see it retrace, but I think it just kept on pushing up. And again, the reason why I didn't enter is because, again, we could have entered it, but again, the ideal level would have been to enter down there. So if it does retrace, we have a better reward setup. So let's pull this back up as well. We got GP news in about 20 minutes. EA still just chilling here, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with EA. I mean, the Euro pairs as well. EA still just chilling here in this level of traffic right here. Waiting to see if we can break above this level. We can look for buys, or retrace back down to here where we can look for buys. But we're looking for buys on EA. We're just waiting for it to touch one of our levels. Same thing with EM. It's going to be interesting. So what I want to see GJ do today, if it breaks this level here at 183, I want to see it break above 183, 75, 183, 85. If it can do that, then we can look for buys next week. But I'm also not against the rejecting back below this level. I just want to see it out of this box. Excuse me, someone must be talking about me. I'm over here sneezing a lot. Well, I just want to see it break out of this box. I don't care which way it goes. It can go underneath here. If it breaks underneath there, we can look for possible sells again, like it was in the past. Or if it breaks back above here, we can look for buys again, like it was before. Because again, we zoom out, we can clearly see here that this lower price that Newsday wicked and then rejected back. That's where we saw the reversal. Same thing happened here when we was looking for sells, where price was, retracing down. Hit that level, and that's when we started going for buys again. But then price failed to make higher highs here. That's when we went for sells last month. Right in the beginning of this month, price came to the same level, reversed. So again, we zoom far out. We're still kind of bullish, especially because of that reaction that happened last week, right? But we're kind of just stuck in this mess right here. Because again, we recall last month, yes, price was ultimately going down, and yes, we was going for sells all last month. But we can see all these wicks and all these small candlesticks, and this is on the daily time frame, right? And then we go on the smaller time frame, you can kind of see price, you can literally see all those. Just look at all this choppiness, right? Look at all this choppiness. So yes, ultimately price did tank to the downside all last month, but it wasn't like a smooth pump down. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just a smooth drop like this. Like versus if we pull up gold, right? If we look at gold, when gold dropped, you can see a clear difference. That thing was a smooth dump to the downside. Smooth. They got choppy here, but the sells breaking zone by zone was a lot smoother than GJ was. You see what I'm saying? So it looks like it might try to retest this next 15. We got a new 15 about to pop up. Nah, still chilling right here. Take some needle C capsules and mullen leaf capsules, bro. That'll help you sneezing. Yeah, I appreciate it. I might just have to dust my desk off because I was literally chilling when I was up. But I noticed I'd be doing that a lot on stream, so I might just dust my desk off. I haven't done that in like a week or two, so I might just have to do that. But I'm gonna look into that too. Our new 15 just popped up. I might stay on for the 4 o'clock news just to see what happens. But again, we've been on since 3 o'clock. This was the 3 o'clock candle. This was 3:15. This was the 3:30. This is the 3:45. Literally just been chilling in place. So we're just waiting on volume right now. And again, that video I just dropped in the chat, I believe the first one, let me go back in the chat and double check. I believe the first one, yes, this video breaks down wicks and volume candlesticks, all right? Ultimately, price moves and pumps and pivots, and ultimately price goes up or down. But again, it takes volume to break the levels, right? When there's no volume, it can sometimes break levels, depending on, you know, just what price does. But again, when there's not a lot of volume, you see how long it takes price to do these moves versus when there is volume, price moves a lot smoother, right? A good example of that is, I think I went over this. I went over it in a one-on-one session I had yesterday. I might have went over it with the members in Wednesday's live. I can't remember, but we pull up GJ, right? This is a good example of when there's volume and no volume, right? So right here, right? So you can see this when we go into Friday, October 6th. This level right here, this buy setup, we went over this buy setup on that Friday. Look how smooth price pushed up. There's clear volume in these candlesticks, right? We grab the path tool, straight angle up. Wasted no time breaking these levels, right? Price retraced, came back to the same exact level where we're going for these buys at, but then look at the candlesticks. You see a clear difference. Yes, it still follow the flow of price, but you can clearly see there is no volume in these candlesticks. Did the same exact move as Friday, but you literally see it took like 3 times as long because there was no volume in the candlesticks, right? And then when it broke that level, that's when we went for the buys on Tuesday. Same thing. That's why the Tuesday trade took so long. But again, following the flow of price, it eventually hit all the TPs, right? And then when it hit that level, it rejected. And then again, when volume came in, look at that arch up versus this choppy trickle to the upside. When it retraced, did the same move. But look how smoothly, and it did it in half the amount of time it took when we went for the original buy setup here, right? So again, look how smooth price shot up, almost a 90-degree angle, right? But then we look at the same exact move, but we map it out. It got all choppy, and then we saw some volume. You see a clear difference. This is when there was volume in the markets. This is where there is no volume. But at the same time, still follow the rules, still follow the flow of price. You get what I'm saying? Even right here, last night when we did this quick little move here, nice arch up versus when it hit this level we went for the buy on Tuesday, choppy, choppy, choppy. Then we saw the arch up. So again, that video in the chat breaks down all that stuff. So make sure to watch that video, y'all. Yeah, the Europeans are taking a nap right now. Yeah, all of these pairs are just taking a nap right now. Same thing here was dead the second half of New York. Hit this level like at around midnight. Hit it again. Rejected, hit it again. Now it's just chilling right here. So I'm not against the retesting this level and possibly pushing up, but I am leaning towards buys. We do have this big imbalance here, but I am leaning towards buys because, again, we was bearish. See this clear low here. Then again, we took out the lows to the left. We see price pushing up. So we're right back to this resistance level. So we can break this resistance low. We can see an uptrend and a reversal come back into play. But again, just like yesterday, I wanted to see this happen yesterday. Yesterday, price just kind of chilled. So we're just waiting for some volume. So we might see some action in this 4 o'clock candle. So I might stay on for this news event. Because I'm looking at the charts anyways, and just out of curiosity to see if there's going to be some volume to come into play. Because again, it's been a kind of choppy week. There has been some nice moves still, but it's been a lot choppier than other weeks. And I want to see the news today. I want to see the news this week in general break out of it. Because again, if you watch the Sunday chart analysis, you look at the Sunday chart analysis, a lot of stuff's going as projected, But you'll also hear me talk about wanting to see the news like break us out of these levels, and we didn't really see that happen with the news events this week, unfortunately. So we're kind of just still stuck in the range and level of traffic. Again, if you watch my video on YouTube, I'm about to drop the one I'm talking about right now. Where is it? Give me 1 second. Let me find it really quick. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Copy. Here we go. All right, this one right here is titled How to Read Candlestick Charts for Beginners. Only 3 chart patterns. So if you watch that video, I just dropped in the chat, it breaks down what I'm talking about. And again, the reason why I'd be breaking things down and then sending a link in there is, again, because the stuff I'm talking about, I'm just briefly explaining it in the moment, but in those videos, I go more fuller into depth. And like I always tell the members and students, again, trading consists of 3 parts. The first part is the charts. If you don't know how to understand what you're looking at on the charts, you don't understand how to read candlesticks, I hit the wrong button. You're going to struggle when it comes to trading, right? Because again, we make money based on if the candlesticks go up or down. If it goes down, we enter a sell, we make money. If it goes up, we enter a buy, we make money. But while we're in a trade, we got to understand what's going on as well. Because you don't understand how to read the charts. When you're in a trade, you're not going to know when to move at selling profit, when to cut losses, when to close a trade, or when price is showing signs of exhaustion in the direction you're trying to see it go. And it could see a possible reversal or retracement. Because again, candlesticks are not random. Every candlestick is giving you hints or telling you or explaining what's going on. Even these candlesticks right here. Every candlestick is explaining or telling you something, and nothing is random, right? And those of us here at the beginning of the stream, we went over it a little bit, showing how none of this stuff's random. But we're just waiting for volume right now. All right, looks like G is about to try to break this level right before the news event too. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens during this news event. And then those watching the recording of this live is this video right here. So let's see what happens. Let's see who's going to reject this level or who's going to break through this level. Again, as of right now, I'm looking for buys. We're bullish. So we can see 1 or 2 things. Price retrace back to this level. We can look for buys. Or I might try to pump up. I don't know if it's going to go to a complete zone to zone. I do need to put a middle of a zone here. So I'm about to do a magic trick really quick before the news starts. So I'm about to see a magic trick really quick. Give me 1 second. Got out of zone really quick. Here we go. And bam. All right. Look at that, y'all. Look at that magic trick. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Should see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is Playmaker_way. TikTok is Playmaker_way. I post daily on both pages. I might go live later today on TikTok. We'll see. Depends what my schedule is looking like. So we're going to be watching GJ and GA during this live event. We're also going to flip through the Euro pairs, just out of curiosity to see if they're getting affected by the GDP news as well. Oil's got some work to do, so we're going to turn off oil, and then we're going to put E in on. So we're going to be watching GJ, GA, and then we're going to put E in up. Let's see what they do. Again, we got 4 o'clock news. So we got it popping up in a little bit. And the 4 o'clock hours when things usually start to pick up anyways. So I kind of want to see both things happen. Things pick up, and then I just want to see what happens during this news event as well. Because again, we can't really do anything when there's no volume. All right, price goes up or down when there's volume. So when there's no volume, can't really do anything. Even if you enter a trade when there's no volume, you're gonna see what happened like when it was in GJ on Tuesday. Just choppy, 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 and then eventually went our way. But again, the big moves is a lot easier to trade when there's volume. So we're just waiting on volume right now. GA's got a nice rejection look on the 4 hour. I like how that looks. Higher high, higher low, in the middle of the higher high. Want to see if we can break this resistance level. Got an imbalance in the 4 hour and daily low. Again, rejecting this level. Which is why we're waiting to see if we can break and hold this level, turn it from resistance to support. I want to take US30 off and convert. Oil got going. Okay, we got about a minute and a half. So we're just going to wait and see what happens. And I'll probably hop off after the news event. Or in the middle of it, we'll see. I'm going to stay on to the next candlestick though. Got some other charts on my other screen as well. But these are the main charts we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at GA, GJ, and then we're going to flip through the Euro pairs. All right, it's already rejecting right before the news event. So I'm going to see what happens. It's going to be funny if nothing happens and it's still just doing what it's doing until New York. But we didn't have a lot of news events this week, so I should react. And plus, it's a governor speaking. Usually when governors speak, you see some reaction in the markets. At least with like USD news and Canadian news. Now still chilling here. All right, 15 started. Let's see if it does something. It looks like oil is going to try to retrace and hit that level. So we're just going to let oil do its thing. We're still looking for sales. Not going to be looking for buys on oil unless it breaks above this level, starts trading as support, and it breaks this resistance level. So it's got a couple levels to break before I look for sales. Again, we're still bearish. Just doing a retracement, hit the middle zones, doing a retracement. But we got a strong resistance level right here. So as long as it doesn't break that resistance level, we're still going to be looking for sell setups. Now it looks like it's trying to push up. All right, the price is still just chilling right now. All right, so I'm still be on the charts. But again, I got my alerts on the currency pairs, so I'm just waiting for them to hit my level. So I'm just going to keep an eye on NAS, gold, SPX, and oil. I'm going to keep my eyes on the currency pairs, but I got alerts. Again, there's just been dead this entire hour, waiting for it to either break above this level or break back below to this level. Same thing with GJ and EN. Want to see it retrace back to this level, break above this level. Looking for buys, settles at least for now on those charts. But again, just waiting for them to hit my levels. Looks like they're about to try to do something right now, though. But again, just really quick before we hop out, the game plan for today is I'm looking for buys on NAS and SPX still. Kind of still just chilling on the support level. Wouldn't really go for sells unless price like breaks below like 1520, 1530, but that'll still be short-term sells. But price gets hold above 15200, we can look for buys up to this resistance level at 15320, 15340. And if it can break that level, we could possibly see 15400 get hit. Looking for buys on GJ as well. Only way I'll look for sells is if price breaks back below 182.30, 182.20, starts treating the low as resistance again. But it's been trading respecting this level as support all week, ever since it broke that level on Monday. Tuesday, obviously went for buys on this level, did the retracement going into Wednesday. Then yesterday, retraced back to this level last night. It did a quick move. And then just now did a move as well. We missed that setup, though, because I wasn't on the chart. I literally switched off the chart and was breaking something down. And then we go back to GJ and start doing this move. It is what it is, though. Now we're going to see if GA can break this level right here. We're going to be looking for buys on GA as well. Not going to be looking for sells unless price. Ultimately, honestly, if it stays in this area, I'm still looking for buys, especially if it holds the support level here at 92.29 to 10. If it breaks below that, then I'll do my analysis. But as of now, I'm sitting buys. So we need to see a retracement here, look for buys, or if price breaks above this level, which we was looking for, we can look for buys right here. But yeah, literally, this was the 3 o'clock candle. This was the 3:15, 3:30, 3:45. This is the 4 o'clock candle. Literally, this entire stream, a lot of these charts are just in the same spot. NAS obviously been taking a nap here since Tokyo session. But still holding as a support, though. But again, still got a little work to do before we jump in on this. We got USD news at 10 o'clock. And that's the only other news event. We got a couple orange holder. That's the only high impact news event today. Yeah, so we're going to see what happens in the next 15. New 5-minute start. All right, if y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can hit me up on Instagram. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. Make sure to hit that first link in the description for a free signal, free Telegram. If y'all didn't watch the video I dropped last night, make sure to watch that one in the Sunday chart analysis. And then also go to the community tab and vote for the video. The video I'm going to drop either today or tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. If you haven't checked out last week's videos or other videos, make sure to check those out. I also dropped a few videos in the chat referencing a lot of stuff we went over this live. So make sure to watch those videos as well. Those are going to help you all out. And let me catch up to the chat before we hop off of here. All right, y'all. But again, we literally was on live. Price ain't do nothing. Again, we can't really do nothing when there's no volume. It is what it is. Just got to wait for volume to pick up. And then once volume picks up and our confirmations on that, we're going to jump into some trades.